much better now, dear, do you? Oh, it's the Poppet, Stinky. Oh, hello, my little Poppets. Well, welcome to story time. Oh, I've had such a busy day. I've just given Stinky... No, you're not going back in there. No, it's time to get out. I've just given Stinky a bath. We've been very busy out in the garden today and just sort of tidying things up a little bit because spring will soon be on its way. And we got a bit carried away, didn't we, Stinky, with the hose, I'm afraid. We made mud pies, my little Poppets, and Stinky got covered in mud, didn't you, dear? Yes, you did. No, I said you're not going back in there. It's time to get out. You've been in there for at least an hour. Let me see your fingers. Stinky! There, he's got pruny fingers, my little Poppets. He's been in the bath for far too long. You're covered in mud, Stinky. Look at you. Now, let me dry you, dear. Yes, well, as I was saying, yes, I know. Let me do it. Let me do it. Let me help you. Yes, let me get it off there. As I was saying, my little Poppets, we made mud pies. Oh, scrub there under the ears there. Get them lovely and dry. Mud pies. And we got quite filthy. Now, I said I'll do it. So getting all muddled. I had to give Stinky a bath. And as you can see, it's quite difficult because he doesn't want to get out. And it is, I have to say, lovely and warm and full of bubbles. Well, Stinky, I think you are lovely and dry, dear. So we'll pop your jumper on. You've got a lovely clean jumper here, a little vest. It's your favourite, isn't it? You do like this one. Yeah, so we'll pop your little head in there. Where have you gone, Stinky? Ah, there you are, you silly little thing. Silly Poppet, Stinky. And we'll pop another arm. No, I don't fidget. I said I'd do it. Up. Pop your other arm in there like that. Pull that down over your head. Oh, very smart. I think you look very smart indeed. And Stinky, my little Poppets, is all lovely and clean and dressed. What's that? You like this vest? Yes, I know you do. It's your favourite, isn't it? There's a little bear there on the front. Now, speaking of Teddy, where's Teddy gone? Oh, here's Teddy. Stinky quite often likes to have a little snuggle, my little Poppets, with Teddy Bear when he's getting ready for a story. So Stinky, you've got Teddy, dear, and I think you should have a rest because you've had a long afternoon, so you can get comfy under the story tree and we'll crack on with the story, all right then? Yes. Oh, you're such a good boy. I love you so much. You really are precious, you know that? What's that? You love me too? Oh, yes, I know you do. You're such a good boy. Well, we'll pop you down under there. You can get lovely and comfy, and we'll crack on with the story because, as you know, I tend to waffle on just a bit. So today's story, my little Poppets, is called There's a Dinosaur in My Bathtub. Look at that. Dinosaur in my bathtub. And as you can see, we have a lovely cake here. I might move that so you can get a better look. We'll pop the bath down here. We can empty that a little bit later on. And we'll pop the story time cake at the front there. Hopefully nothing will fall off. How's that? I think that should be all right. And you might be able to see it a little bit better there. Well, cracking on with the story. There's a dinosaur in my bathtub. A bit like the one on the cake, I think. Oh, he looks very, very dirty. I think that dinosaur has been making mud pies as well, and he needs a jolly good scrub, I think. And here we go, my little Poppets. Look, there's a dinosaur in my bathtub. His name is Pierre, and he comes from France. And there's Pierre there in the bathtub, and he has a rather marvellous moustache, a bit like the dinosaur on our cake. Look at that. Dinosaur in the bath. I hope there's not a dinosaur in my bath, is there? I'd better have a look. I hope not. Having a dinosaur in your bathtub can be rather tricky. Pierre has to hide every time Mum needs to wash her hair, or Dad needs the loo, or Wrinkles needs to be hosed down. It's not easy being inconspicuous. That's a good one, isn't it? Inconspicuous. What a marvellous word. That means being almost invisible when you are a big green French dinosaur with a curly black moustache. But thankfully, Pierre is very good at hiding. Ah, Pierre is very good at hiding, my little Poppets. Well, I suppose you would have to be if you were a big green dinosaur. Do you have a dinosaur in your bathroom? Perhaps you'd better go and have a look. There just very well could be one hiding in there. Perhaps he comes up the bathtub. I don't know, up the drain. In fact, Pierre is so good at hiding that no one can see him. Nobody, that is, except me. I love having Pierre around. With Pierre, life is never boring. No, well, I suppose it wouldn't be if you had a dinosaur. Fancy having a dinosaur for a pet. It would make life a little bit interesting, I think. Oh, and there really are some lovely illustrations in this book, I have to say. Every Tuesday we travel to the moon and drink hot galactic chocolate with marshmallow stars. Oh, hot galactic chocolate, how marvellous. And marshmallow stars. Well, I do like the sound of that. As you know, I love sweets, and I certainly do love hot chocolate. That sounds absolutely scrumptious. Oh, I fancy one. And every Thursday we have giant ice cream after tea. Oh, giant ice cream, my little poppets. Well, look at that. How marvellous is that? Oh, I'd like to eat that, I'd have to say. Delicious. What a wonderful ice cream cone. Oh, I'm a little bit jealous. I think I want this dinosaur for a friend. When it rains, we don't mind. We stay indoors and dance upside down to the tune of Pierre's magic violin. Ah, he can do everything, this Pierre. He can even play the violin. Look at that. How marvellous. Oh. And when it's sunny, we sail in our bathtub boat to magical lands. And that says, land ahoy. Oh, how wonderful. Even the bath can become a boat. Look at that. Simply marvellous. I never knew you could do so many things with a bathtub. There's an octopus there and lots of brightly coloured fish. Simply wonderful. Lands where the trees are made from candy floss and where you can be taken on a sweet tasting tour by a jelly bear in a cowboy hat. A jelly bear in a cowboy hat. And fairy floss trees there with lots of sweets. I think you'd have to give your teeth a jolly good clean after eating all of that. Always got to make sure your teeth are lovely and clean. Give them a good brush. I have so much fun with Pierre. Whee! I'd like him to stay forever. Yes, well, I think she would like Pierre to stay forever because they're having such a marvellous time. So much fun. Oh, I think it'd be wonderful to have Pierre as a pet. But everyone knows that French dinosaurs like Pierre only get to stay in people's bathtubs for the summer. So when the leaves start to fall off the trees, it's time for Pierre to pack up his suitcase. Before he goes, we have a delicious picnic with plenty of stinky cheese. Oh, Stinky! Are you listening to that? Plenty of stinky cheese. You'd like the sound of that, I'm sure. Pierre's favourite, and Stinky's, my little poppets. I have to say, look at that. Because we all know that Stinky loves cheese. Wonderful. Oh, all the different cheeses there and a wonderful picnic on a lovely sunny day. Then we say goodbye, promising to write often. Pierre says that he will be back very soon. Oh, how wonderful. And that says 100% stink-free cheese. Oh, stink-free cheese. Well, that would be good. Perhaps I should get some of that for Stinky. Cheese that doesn't smell. I think that's a marvellous idea. And I believe him. Oh, there she is, the little poppet there, tucked up in bed. Look at that. She's had such a busy, busy day, all the adventures she's had with Pierre, and she's very, very tired. Tucked up in bed. Well, the end! And that was called There's a Dinosaur in My Bathtub. Wonderful, wonderful book, I think. I did enjoy that, I have to say. And, oh, I have to say, my little poppets, I'm feeling rather tired myself because Stinky and I have had a very busy afternoon. Mud pies and tidying up the garden, getting ready for spring. And it is hard work, especially when you're gardening. Well, we must have a chat to Stinky. Now, Stinky, oh, you haven't got your slippers on, dear. You'll have cold little toes. I'll pop Stinky's slippers on first. One foot in there, then the other one. I think that might be a little bit better. Stinky! Oh, you've kicked them off already. What's that? You've got hot feet. You don't want your slippers on. Oh, all right. Well, we'll take them off then. I thought you'd want to keep your feet warm. Well, did you enjoy the story, dear? You did. That's wonderful. What's that? You want to get back in the bath? Oh, you're not going to get back in the bath. You're all lovely and clean. Oh, you spent long enough in the bath. You'll have another one in the morning. All right, then? Yes. No, I said no. No, you can have some cake after you've had your supper, all right? Oh, yes, we're in for a long evening, I think, my little poppets. Well, as I was saying, I hope you enjoyed Dinosaur in the Bathtub. I said stop. We certainly did. And as always, till next time, bye.